You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The WATE, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.
Yo, welcome to The WATE. I'm your host, Eli. This is the world according to Eli. To the right of me is my co-host, my dad.
What up, podcast world? Welcome to another episode of The WATE, the world according to music, sports, videos, and culture.
Yeah.
I am your co-host, young man. How you feel? How was your week?
I'm feeling good. My week was good. Had some fun with a couple friends.
Okay.
And we watched football.
We watched a lot of football.
Yeah.
A lot of football went through. Some exciting games.
Definitely.
I kind of feel like the
atmosphere is getting thick.
It's getting thick now.
It's getting
right?
thick.
The drama is kicking in.
Those wins and losses are critical.
Absolutely. It's time now for the big game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's time for the big games. The teams that are supposed to be winning are making their move.
And some teams that are supposed to be winning are losing games that they're not supposed to be losing.
We're going to talk about that. But let's get down to the games of the week.
So we had Sunday night football. The 4 o'clock game.
Yes.
Cowboys versus the Eagles.
What did you think about that game? Cowboys win that game
29-23 in overtime.
Cooper
had 3 touchdowns. And he was about to have a 4th one, but I believe Dak overthrew it.
Yes.
And you know, Dak, he holds the ball too long for me.
Yes, he does.
It's too many times I'm like, dude, either throw it away or just take. Like, I don't want to take the sack because that's.
But you got to get rid of that football.
But yeah, definitely.
He holds that ball too long. But yesterday was the first game that a Cowboys team had over 400 yards in the air. 200 yards receiving by Amari Cooper, and 100 yards on the ground by
Ezekiel Elliott.
Let's clap that up. I'm not sure the Cowboys are for real.
Yeah, I mean, but they won 5 straight.
They have won 5 straight, and you only can play who's in front of you.
Right. Now, I do also think the Eagles was on their butt. Their defense is terrible.
I heard some shaky calls in there too.
Yeah. But I did see what you meant last week when you said they don't live up to the hype, or they get too big for the moment.
Right. It's like they bask in their glory and they haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
Real championship caliber teams just keep winning. But I was impressed that they came out of there with that win, and that's something to applaud them for, because
I think Cooper has helped them in these last 5 games.
Tremendously. He has provided. I was listening to Michael Irvin this morning on Fox, and he spoke a lot about the difference between Amari Cooper and Dez Bryant.
Right.
Dez Bryant is a go get the ball kind of guy, but he don't run the right routes or know how to come out of his routes.
Cooper is more of a precision, speed, and route running. So he has all 3 of those things combined.
And since he's been there, they're 5-1. He lost the first game he got there, which is understandable.
Right, because you had to learn the system and the facility.
Absolutely. So now they have won 5 in a row. They pretty much have sold up the East.
Yeah, definitely.
I think if they get one more win, that will just close the door on everybody.
So what would their record be?
I said 9-7 gets it done. They're 8-5 now.
I say they win the next 3 games and they go 11-5.
Okay, 10-6. I'll take 10-6.
Take 10-6.
I'll take 10-6 for them. And then once you get to the playoffs, remember they have a solid defense.
Right. They have home court advantage for the first round. And the formula for winning is good defense and a good running game. And as long as Dak can get the ball out in time, they can throw it in the air too.
Right, absolutely. So these are some of the things to think about. So we will keep an eye to see if all of a sudden their head get big,
right,
or they just continue to grind.
Keep grinding, right.
All right, they just need one more win to really solidify that. This was a very good game. This was the Sunday night game.
Side
note, y'all got to excuse my images. Malcolm, our executive producer, is the one who usually does all this, and my images are terrible.
He's not here right now, but
yeah. Shout out to Malcolm, who's out doing other things.
Yeah, and But we had the Chicago Bears versus the Rams in Chicago. Really cold.
Very cold weather.
And the defense is outstanding.
Defense outstanding.
Man, I think Goff threw for 4 picks. Mike Trubisky threw for 3. But in the 3 picks that Mike threw for, the Rams didn't score for
them. They scored no points, so it didn't hurt the team.
And the Bears scored off at least 2
touchdowns off of Goff's picks, and that became the difference in the game.
Right, and Gurley did not have a good game against that
29
defense.
yards rushing.
So,
and that's not going to get it done in the playoffs. Now, I heard some of the commentators speak about, well, can he throw the ball in cold weather? Well, let's look at it. He's not going to play any cold weather games.
Yeah, technically not. It's only
either they're going to win the home field advantage,
and it's only their second loss.
Right, they're either going to play in Miami.
In New Orleans.
They're going to play in California, where they're from.
Right,
New Orleans. Then if they win that, they go to the Super Bowl,
and that's in Atlanta, and that's in a new stadium where they're.
It's pretty much a dome. So that's not going to affect Goff in this playoff run, right. But it's something to pay attention to moving forward.
And also, too, I believe, to me, the Bears is watching footage of the Saints game and the Packers game where you got pressure on on the quarterback Goff, and he kind of, when you take him off his spots, you panic.
Listen, you got to get that. Any quarterback that's going to get comfortable, you're going to have a problem. So your job is to move these quarterbacks off of their spots.
Especially because there's only a few mobile quarterbacks that I can know.
Right, there's only a few in the league.
That can get out of the pocket and still throw off of like a one hand.
Right.
Speaking of getting out of the pocket real quick, did you see Patrick Mahomes no-look pass to him?
Oh, he threw a no-look pass like he was a point guard, like he was Magic Johnson.
That was amazing.
And that was cocky.
Yeah.
It was nice and cocky because he looked dude off and did like this. I said, whoa,
man,
whoa.
We'll get to Patrick Mahomes in a little bit more, but I just wanted to mention that.
And we know in the playoffs, good defense can
carry you pretty far.
That can carry you pretty far.
Shoot, technically, that can win you the whole Super Bowl. I mean, the Giants did it twice.
Yes, it can.
The Giants did it twice against the
Patriots. Ravens have done it. The Chicago Bears of the 80s and 90s used to do it all the time.
Right.
So we're not going to discount the Bears as if they don't have a shot. They do.
Do you think if these two teams take off again, Chicago can go into LA and win?
I'm not sure. LA is a different city. I think
too many distractions.
Gurley and them at home, they're very fast. They're very precise, and I believe that McVay, their coach, will have now. He's got a snapshot
of what to see
of what the Bears are bringing. He's very creative, and I think he will make the necessary changes.
Definitely
to get that done.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
Oh God.
Yeah, this was a shocker here. The Patriots had an opportunity to win this game.
Yeah, with 16 seconds. First of all, going into the game, Tom Brady now owns the all-time touchdown record.
Playoff and regular season combined. Let's clap that up. Been around a long time.
Yeah.
Winning a lot of ball games.
This was supposed to be a sweet moment. This was supposed to be a iconic history win.
Right.
And we was in the red zone, as a matter of fact, right before we gave the ball back to the Dolphins.
Right.
With about 20 seconds, and we still didn't get the touchdown.
But you got the field goal, you figure with 16 seconds left.
Put us about 5.
Right. You figure with 16 seconds left, you should have enough to get that done.
Right, and we was all expecting, for the most part, a Hail Mary.
Right.
And then it was a 40-yard pass, then
a forward lateral, right. And I think it kind of caught the Patriots off guard.
On top of that, Gronk was the last person back there, and Gronk can't catch anybody.
Oh, his angle was bad.
Yeah.
He stumbled, and you knew it was over. Now, remember, they had problems in Miami to begin with.
Yeah.
But he's 7-10 against Miami. Yeah. So I picked Miami in this game.
Yeah.
I always, give Miami a chance, especially late in the season, because it's a division game. However, I thought Brady done enough to win the game.
Right. And the defense just didn't...
He put his team ahead.
The defense held him down.
With 16 seconds, guys, just make a tackle. And so who do we blame? Do we blame...
I also blame the defense. You allowed 21 points. even more than that.
Yes, overall.
Overall, you don't. I've never seen a Bill Belichick defense since the Super Bowl 52, where we allowed more than like 16 points.
Right. So obviously,
16 points
this year. Maybe Butler has something to do with that. You think losing Butler?
No, I think, but
you're not going to give Butler no credit, huh?
No, because I mean, granted, he had an amazing last second call. If he doesn't make that pick, we don't win that fourth Super Bowl. Time doesn't win it.
Facts.
And I think the chemistry is a little bit messed up. But look at the 4 losses that we've had: Jacksonville Jaguars. We beat them in the AFC Championship game. We lost to the Lions. Patricia is the new head coach.
Yes, so he knows the internal workings of the team.
Malcolm Butler and Deion Lewis is on the Titans.
So they had something to prove.
Right, and Danny Amendola and Dolphins are a rivaling team.
Yeah. So all of these teams kind of had vendettas
against the Patriots.
And usually the Patriots are up for that game. And I'm not sure that they're going to do well in the playoffs.
But here's the thing. Okay, also too, because Kareem Hunt is no longer with the Chiefs, I'm not as afraid of the Chiefs going to Arrowhead.
Very good point.
Because without their running game, they're a passing team.
And without the running game in that cold weather in Kansas City, so that's something.
And Bill will pick that
yes,
rookie apart.
He's going to pick him apart.
Patrick is a great quarterback, don't get me wrong.
But I think Bill will show him some things.
And they still have it's a lot of chaos going on with the playoff picture too.
Yes.
A lot of changes that can happen.
Right, nothing is solidified, so to speak.
Yeah, but this was a crushing blow because this could have got us the division.
The number 1 seed. You still was in the running.
No, I mean the AFC East championship.
Right.
Right.
I think you still get that. That's pretty much sold up.
Yeah.
But now, having the number 2 or possibly the number 3 seed, but I think it looks like the number 2. If y'all have to play in that first week, you don't want that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we do. Maybe that gives us a little bit more of an edge.
I see what you're saying.
And like motivation, because this would be like, dude, this is disappointing.
Right.
We don't normally ever be in this. So now let's just murder everybody who's in our way.
So you think this is Belichick's last year here?
Absolutely. I think this is also Tom Brady's. I gave Tom Brady 2 more years after we beat either the Seahawks or either the Falcons.
Right.
He was 30 or 39 at the time. I'm like, dude, you should walk off on top.
Right.
You might not ever get one after this Super Bowl.
Right. Absolutely.
And,
absolutely. Something to think about.
So.
Yep. The Raiders
beat the Steelers.
I put Stellars. But we know we mean Steelers.
Right.
On a free play.
Yeah.
Now, there was a little... I didn't blame the kicker because whenever you slip...
Right, true.
That's just field conditions.
But I've never seen that before. For me, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
And even then, it was still going to be a tie ball game, so you still might have lost in overtime.
Right. And these are games the Steelers have to win because now they're 7-5-1. That's not a formidable record.
On top of that, the Week 15 was the important week.
Because
which we were talking about last week, because
that was going to be the week that decides, yes.
Right, who gets the number 2 spot. But now that, even though the Patriots lost 2, but we have one less loss than they do now.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter. I think we'll still win that game, but...
It may not even have the meaning that it was supposed to have.
Exactly.
Right, so, and the Steelers are going backwards. I think they're missing...
Connor James now.
They're missing him now, but of course Le'Veon Bell's
not paying him, but
presence is really showing now.
Do you okay? Real quick question: do you think Le'Veon Bell was even going to stay with the Steelers?
No, but he would have played this year, and he would have played hard this year. And had they went further in the playoffs, his stock rises. Right. So. This is hurting them because now Connor is out.
Right, and he might not even play for the Patriot game.
Right, and I'm not too sold on him anyway.
Right, and once again, that still makes him a passing team.
Right, and passing teams, one-dimensional teams. The Patriots have a very good scheme.
Right, because they can dunk because they don't go past 40 yards.
Right.
And they kind of march down the field.
And when you don't have a lot of options against Belichick, he forces your hand.
Right.
So he's going to force the hand of the Stellars. And we'll see what happens
with
that.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
So the Chargers beat the Bengals.
I'm starting to look at the Chargers.
The Chargers are serious.
I'm starting to think the Chargers are a little bit serious.
I'm telling you right now, they're going to get that number 1 spot. I'm letting you know right now.
They're gonna beat the Chiefs.
They're gonna beat the Chiefs on Thursday and get that. And then do you know how perfect that would be for the Patriots?
Wow, because y'all get to face the Chargers.
Go get to face the Chargers. Look, they're dangerous, but they're not dangerous compared to us.
But you know what I'm gonna say? I like Phillip Rivers.
True, and also too, the warm weather when it comes to playoffs, Tom Brady don't play that.
Oh no! He can play in cold weather, warm weather.
Right, it's just against Miami we're talking about. But San Diego, I'm not too worried about that. Or
LA. Right? Yeah, I know what you mean. Here's the thing. I'm gonna root. Listen, I think the Chiefs still, until somebody beats them, I feel that they're the favorites. Right. However, Mahomes is a young quarterback.
True.
He has time. I would like to root for Phillip Rivers to get a shot at a Super Bowl.
Okay.
I really would.
Him and Drew Brees.
Yeah, I mean, but Drew Brees has one. I'm just saying, I like to see quarterbacks who
been around for a long time, put up the numbers that they normally do,
played the game the right way,
almost a Hall of Famer. I'm putting Rivers in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
More, I said that last week more than Eli.
So no, well, Eli at least has 2 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, but compared to his regular season stats and
the Super Bowl rings kind of trump that, so to speak.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can.
You can understand that.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna root for Rivers.
Right.
I'm gonna root for. I think Kansas City's still the best team.
Right.
But if Rivers,
they faced off,
I wouldn't mind taking Rivers.
Absolutely.
And have him get to a point where. Because he deserves a shot at a Super Bowl.
Absolutely. And their defense is their whole team overall is a balanced team.
Right.
The defense is outstanding.
The defense is outstanding.
And their offense is outstanding. So it's a balanced. It's just they kind of underperform under the pressure.
So they're 10-3.
They're 10-3.
And KC is 11-2.
This week,
who was the tiebreaker?
Kansas City, because they beat them in week 4.
Okay.
Week 5.
Well, then that'll be a tie.
Right,
but who owns the?
But also too, after they face the Chargers, the Kansas City Chiefs have to face Seattle.
Oh.
In Seattle, so it's like
that's big.
It's an easier route for everybody else, but the Kansas City Chiefs.
Got you. Interesting. So we're gonna keep our eye on Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, and the
Chargers because they may have what it takes to get it done. Yeah. In other news.
The Raiders fired GM Reggie McKenzie.
They fired him, and I saw this coming.
Yeah, I think this is a part of what we talked about, which was John Gruden's whole control over the entire organization.
Absolutely, he wants his stamp
on everything.
This is why he got rid of Khalil Mack,
and
Cooper.
And he got a lot of draft picks, and he can control.
So he has a lot of picks,
and also Derek Carr is out of here.
Yeah. So people started questioning John Gruden's coaching. I never questioned that. I knew he was playing chess, not checkers.
Right.
So he was like, "Yeah, these are great assets, but I need to come in and have full control over a team." Yeah. And he has a slew of draft picks, and their record is going to give them enough.
But also too, I thought that they were definitely going to go for a shot this year.
Why?
They still had before he made those picks.
Right.
In those trades. And even though we talked about his input on the entire, they still they could have at least gone 12-4 this year and dominated or been in the conversation of the AFC.
I don't think he felt he had a championship caliber team.
Yeah,
I feel he feels I got a 10-year, $100 million deal. I'm not going nowhere. So let me take a step back,
right,
as Malcolm would say, and take 2 steps forward,
right,
and in a year or 2 put ourselves in a position where the Raiders are back. So
do you agree with that contract that they gave him?
Yeah.
You don't.
Let me tell you why. Because the Raiders need something. The Raiders need somebody to be in control.
Right,
the Raiders have become a mediocre, and I'm not used to that. I've been watching the Raiders since the 70s.
Right.
They become a mediocre franchise, so they need to say to somebody, when you come in here to play, we're not getting rid of our coach.
Right.
So you better come in here and straighten up.
Yeah, and he had that Bill Belichick mentality.
Yeah,
where it's like, dude, you don't like.
And I think he's really a quarterback guru. So I believe that
absolutely.
Once he gets his quarterback,
when he looks at the draft,
yes, he's gonna.
He might even keep Derek Carr one more year just because he might not like the draft.
Like what he sees. and then put some pieces around Derek Carr to at least make them a little bit more formidable. Right?
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
So LeBron James and D Wade face off for the last time
in the history of the game. Let's clap that up. Yeah. Tonight will be the night.
And they faced off against each other 30 times and they both split.
15-15?
15-15.
Wow, so this would be the tiebreaker.
And I'm giving it actually to Miami because I don't,
Okay. It's going to be a big game. I'm pretty sure they'll do a presentation for D Wade before the game.
Definitely.
Stellar career. And let me tell you, when he plays LeBron, let me tell you something about these two guys. They don't cheat the game.
Yeah, they definitely don't.
When they play against each other, they play against each other. And then they hug up after the game.
Even LeBron and Melo, back when Melo was in Denver.
Absolutely.
Melo gave him a hard time.
Melo used to outplay LeBron, in my humble opinion.
In certain games, right.
In certain games, he showed up. So they're not going to cheat the game tonight. They're going to play hard.
Definitely.
They're going to play against each other for the win.
This has been a great farewell tour for D Wade.
Yes. Phoenix did some nice things for him last week. And now we'll start seeing when he makes his last trip to these cities, they'll all present him with something.
Have they gone to New York yet? Madison Square Garden yet?
I don't think so. I don't think he's been there for the last time. Because remember, he'll play New York 2 or 3 times.
Right.
They'll wait. Most teams will wait until it's the last game.
Right.
To say, hey, D Wade, we appreciate you. His
phenomenal player, Hall of Famer.
First ballot, three championships. Probably the number 3 shooting guard in the league.
Yeah.
All time behind Kobe and
Michael.
And Michael, quiet as kept.
Definitely.
And we wish him well. The game comes on at 10:30. I will be up watching that action.
Yep. I'll be watching both because I have my full squad coming up.
Oh, speaking of full squad.
Flip the slide. Yep.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we are back tonight. Green will be playing after missing 11 games. He probably would have only missed 6, but tournament for
we know there was some internal strife, as we say.
Yeah. But we're back on top. We got the number 1 seed. We're not looking back.
And I think all the drama is behind them now.
Yeah, and like we said, either the drama was gonna make them crumble or make them a lot better.
Right. So time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
We'll definitely know by either I was gonna say the All-Star break ish
by then. And then I'm gonna be watching body language,
right?
Because
implementing Boogie.
Yeah, Boogie Cousins
at that point.
He's actually gonna play a few scrimmage games with the G League.
Right. Okay.
A couple of warm-ups, and when he comes back, then we will begin to see. Because I don't expect him to be fully healthy into the playoffs.
Right. And that's when I only need him healthy.
Absolutely.
That's when we only really care.
Right. So we will see how that will work with the Warriors.
So, also, I've been thinking, where did you see... I'm kind of 50-50 on the Kevin Durant decision.
Okay, about where he's going after here?
Yeah, because it's only... We would agree that there's only legitimate 3 teams that he can honestly go to.
I think the sky's the limit for him, especially if he wins another title.
Right. So, do you see him... Because it's either like the Knicks, because they have...
I like the Knicks.
Golden State or like LA.
If he goes to LA, if he goes to the Clippers, what he's trying to say is because remember Jerry West is there,
right.
And he was one of the
key
factors that having him go to Golden State.
Definitely.
So Jerry West could pull that out of his hat and say you could be a bigger star in this city than LeBron. It's about you and LeBron. That's what I'm hearing.
Right, and I think Magic and LeBron were throwing their hat.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Believe it or not, we'll talk about that a little later. I don't think LeBron and Kevin Durant will play together.
Yeah,
I think it's the Lakers already have their eye on Anthony Davis, who has the same agent as LeBron, which means LeBron actually manages Anthony Davis.
Right.
Quiet as kept. Right? Definitely. Because his boy run it. That's the figurehead, but LeBron will be managing Anthony Davis. Definitely. So we will see how that will play out. But New York would be daring.
Yeah, but I mean...
And Porzingis...
And maybe Zion.
Or something.
If I can pull that off. Because I think if you make that move, it's gonna be Okay, it's gonna be gutsy.
Yes, but unexpected. See, our problem with Durant is he's too predictable.
Yeah,
that was a predictable move to go to the Warriors.
Right.
Now you got your rings.
But also too, I've never seen a superstar leave a dynasty team after winning a championship.
But that would be unpredictable.
True.
Right, and then to do that and go all the way to New York would be truly unpredictable.
And try to put them back on the map.
Right. But now, I will say this too. If he wins a title with the Clippers ain't got no balance.
Yeah, definitely.
If he wins one for the Clippers, it's like winning one for New York.
Right.
So, we're going to see how that pans out. Your man Joel Embiid is not too happy.
Yeah, I don't know what the... I do know what the issue is, but I just don't really understand it because...
Well, what's the issue? Tell our fans what the issues are.
So they traded for Jimmy Butler not too long ago.
Right.
Because they needed a closer. They had their playmaker in Ben Simmons.
Right. He can
facilitates everything. And then you have your big 6'11", not 7 foot center who can shoot threes and go inside.
Right.
So my thing was, did you expect that you would like the closer before Jimmy came?
Well, here's the thing.
Because you're not like a lethal Al Horford 3-point shooter.
But what he's saying is now it's all about spacing, and he finds that they're turning him into a floor spacer. He doesn't like that.
Okay.
I think the more games they play together,
they'll figure it out because they're right there. They're still winning games.
That's that 1-2 punch, that 1-3 punch. Because you have the playmaker.
They have everything in one, but in three different.
They're missing one extra shooter. They need a shooter.
They'll get their J.R. Smith.
Right. They need to get J.R. Smith or somebody of that caliber to go with J.J. Redick.
Right.
So that the floor spacing. But now, the closing of the games, Embiid maybe felt that he should get the ball.
Yeah, dude.
But with Jimmy
you can't
Butler
shoot
there,
like Jimmy can.
Right. And Jimmy defends.
And Jimmy already proved I'm the closer. He hit 2 big game winners.
Absolutely.
Against back-to-back Charlotte and the Nets.
Right. Absolutely. So he's proven... he can do this.
Yeah. Definitely.
And not only that, he don't cheat you on either side of the ball.
Right, and he'll get it in your face.
And he gonna get in your face. So look for that to be a blow up, or look for them to figure it all out. I'm hoping that they do.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think they would move.
They'll be the number 2 seed.
Well,
behind Toronto.
I'm not too sold on Toronto yet as number 1.
Well, I mean, so.
I think Boston will wind up being number 1.
Nah, I'm either giving that to Toronto or Philly. I'll put Boston number 4.
No, I think Boston will.
They had too many. It's because at a certain point, if you lose too many games, you're gonna have to either set it aside Houston.
But we're still early. It's still early. I think Milwaukee will be the number 4.
But how early is it? When we get to January and February, that's when it becomes critical.
Well, by that, let's see what they look like at the All-Star break. Boston has won.
All right, 5 straight.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Rajon Rondo's had some kind of setback.
Yeah, he on his hand injury. I guess they reevaluated him. And
so instead of 5 weeks, maybe 6 or something.
Yeah, maybe a couple. They said a couple of games.
We missing him.
Yeah,
it has given Lonzo
a lot of playing time now.
A lot of playing time, but he's still. When I watch Lonzo out there playing, he doesn't have enough of an impact on the game for me.
Right, and
he defers too much.
He reminds me too much of a streaker,
and he defers too much. Like he's giving LeBron the ball too much,
which is why I preferred D'Angelo Russell just because of his shot.
Right.
Everything else, I'll give it to Lonzo, but his shot is ugly. I don't like it at all.
Yeah. And he doesn't shoot it with confidence.
And the only problem is Rondo can't shoot either.
Right.
Rondo is like almost equivalent.
So now our point guard and our backup, we have the same problem.
Yeah, you pretty much have like the 27th best backcourt in the league.
Yes. And that's not going to cut it for LeBron.
But I think Rondo will bounce back. It's going to take him some time. I guess he had some like aches and pains and
Yeah. But he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
And he's playoff. He's for the playoffs.
Yeah, right. So you don't really need him for
now watch this. If you bring Anthony Davis in, he played with Anthony Davis.
Right. They know each other like
They know each other well. So that may be also a part of LeBron's thinking. You know what I mean? Let me bring Rondo in, and then when I make the move for Anthony Davis, I have a 1-2 punch there.
Right.
That we can work with. All right.
So the Lakers want Trevor Ariza.
What do you think about this move?
I like it. I thought the Lakers should have brought Trevor Ariza back a while ago in LA. Mm-hmm. Like right around the time Kobe was still playing. But I'm surprised that the Rockets are not trying to. I believe the Rockets may throw their hat in the ring. Now here's the thing: is it the 1 year? Do they have to wait 1 year? No, I think they just have to wait until December 15th. I think all contracts can't be renegotiated until Friday, which is December 15th. Right. And then teams can make moves and things of that nature. So any move that the Lakers made for Trevor or make for Trevor won't happen until next week. Right. And then he's a 3-and-D guy. Yes. 3-point shooting and defense. Right. Which I need both of those. And you can put him at the 2, and your backcourt will become a lot better. Absolutely. So I'm hoping that this comes into play. I like the Tyson Chandler move. Yeah, I think LeBron is finished with these rookies. I believe they're going to package Ingram, all 4 of those rookies, Kuzma and Lonzo to bring in Anthony Davis. And then the whole rookie experiment will be over. Yeah. And LeBron will have what he needs. And I might give up Pope and Lance. Well, Pope is going to go for Trevor Ariza. Right. I'm hearing the Heat are interested in John Wall. Yeah, the Heat and the Knicks. I would love to see him in New York. Yeah, he's got a New York attitude. Yeah, and I don't know if Irving is going to go to the Knicks after the season. No, Irving has a lot to prove still in Boston. Right? Because now he's realizing that he's not as gifted as he thought he was in terms of floor general. You wanted to leave LeBron, and now you're in a situation where you're realizing it's not as easy as you thought it was. True. In my humble opinion. True. Because they did do really well in Boston without him. They did very well last year without him. Now, John Wall, I think John Wall will be a perfect fit for either New York or Miami. I just really like him in New York because, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome to see him turn on the TV every day. And then here in John Wall can take D-Wade's space once D-Wade, Yeah, absolutely. So, and I just don't, like his attitude. Well, sometimes Pat Riley can kind of kick that in the butt. That in the butt. I believe Fizdale also has a little bit of moxie. Remember, he's off the Pat Riley tree. Right. So he too would be in a position to help John Wall because he's been in Washington for a while. And maybe a new scenery. Hasn't really done anything impactful. Right. To me, they've underachieved every year. Yeah. So,
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE. The world according to Eli.
More blurry pictures. Celtics win 5 in a row. Yeah, so Boston won 5 in a row. They took Gordon Hayward out the starting lineup. And Jaylen Brown, due to injury, but I believe he will be better suited coming off the bench for now because you gotta give Kyrie Irving an opportunity to be a playmaker. Right, and this might give a little bit more time to Terry Rozier. Right, Terry Rozier, when we get some more minutes, where he can lead the second squad. They put Marcus Smart in the starting lineup. Amazing. Yeah, definitely. He's one of those guys who don't need the ball. And he can just hustle. And he hustles and he make plays. And I think him playing up top with Kyrie Irving makes them a little bit more formidable. Absolutely. Now, they've won 5 in a row, but Kyrie Irving, Harford, and somebody else is out tonight. But I think, I don't know, I think it may be a little too late. 15-10 is not too far, Yeah, I know we're talking about the East, and the East is not like the West spot right now. And the East is not like the West where you can lose 14 games. Right. And it can hurt you. They're in the 5th spot right now, and if they go on another 5-game win streak, they can find themselves in the 2 position. And, that's what you're fighting for. So we will keep our eyes on what the Celtics are doing. Houston, we have a problem. Houston is having a major problem. So they are, I believe, 11-14. Last year they were 19-4 around this point, and everybody was talking about, man, Houston will be a problem for the Golden State Warriors. Right. Well, y'all got rid of Banamunte. Y'all got rid of Trevor Ariza. You lost the defensive coordinator. All of those 3 things were major moves. I don't think, honestly, Chris Paul has really developed past his injury in Game 5. And I don't know which one. Harden is one of those players where he'll have a great, phenomenal season, overall 80-plus games, and then the next season he won't really bounce back.
Right.
Which is, Kevin McHale said, dude, you need to lose weight. Because he came back
out of shape.
Out of shape. And then he got accused of hurting James Harden's feelings.
Right.
He got fired.
Right. And because in this league, it's always about the players, but this is a Hall of Fame coach.
And he played with Boston.
Right.
And Larry Bird, and got like at least like what, 5
and he
or
called
6?
Kevin McHale a clown or something, something to that effect, which was very disrespectful. And
I guarantee you, James Harden's a little bit out of weight. He's not even in game shape.
And he don't hustle. He don't hustle.
He don't play defense.
He don't play no defense.
Which is why they got Chris Paul to get in his butt a little bit.
Well, since Chris Paul has been there, he's played a little bit more defense, but it's not like he's a defensive stopper. Defense is not his forte.
Yeah, definitely not.
Now it's showing more than ever because you don't have Trevor Ariza to back you up.
And Abana
Mute to back you up. You're on an island.
And Chris Paul hasn't played a lot of games, which is the third defensive player as well.
Right. Because Chris Paul is trying to save himself for the playoffs.
And I don't know what happened. Like, Capella has disappeared from me.
But let's not blame Carmelo. You have an apology?
I apologize, Melo. I was wrong for that. But just know you was this close from being fully blamed on because they won 6 straight after you left, and
But now they're back to their losing ways.
Yeah. So my bad.
I could never understand how you can blame the seventh man coming off the. He's the seventh guy coming off the second guy coming off the bench.
The seventh guy.
7 in the rotation for the demise of your team. So I never understood that, and now the Rockets will have to pay.
And do you like the move for the Lakers to trade pick up Melo?
It all depends. Like, if you got the team for Anthony Davis,
right,
and now you have a spot for a spot-up shooter,
right.
I think one player could bring out the best in Melo. It's got to be LeBron. I thought maybe Chris Paul, but LeBron.
But my thing is, too, if Chris Paul can't get you ready to go, I don't know if LeBron can.
LeBron is a champion.
Okay.
LeBron takes guys like Kevin Love
and people
and make them into superstars.
On top of that, I don't mean to bag on this a lot, but just know I'm not a big Chris Paul fan. But nobody likes Chris Paul.
Nobody really likes him, right?
Yeah.
So in that sense, I think LeBron, maybe he'll be out in LA near La with his son. Maybe that's what he needs, and I think he's sitting out. LeBron may have already told him, if we make this Anthony Davis move, we're going to have a spot available.
Right.
Michael Beasley's keep missing games for personal reasons.
Wait, is he missing games?
No, they're saying he did not play, not with the team, personal reasons. I saw that about 4 or 5 games already. So obviously he's going through something.
Y'all don't use Michael Beasley. Can y'all please buy him out so we can pick him up?
You don't need him because you know what he's going to need? Personal reasons. He's going to be out. He has some issues.
But but Kevin Durant is his best friend.
Whatever.
And he can get a championship like that.
You don't want to get a Durant type champion where you stole one.
Yep.
Speaking of LeBron and Durant made some statements that playing with LeBron could be toxic.
Yeah, he said the media.
No, he said the media were fanboys for LeBron, but playing with LeBron could be toxic. I don't think he meant to say toxic because LeBron has got 3 championships. He's been to 8 straight finals. True. If that's toxic, I want in. Right. So be careful of the words you use. LeBron played it well and said, I'm not going to look too much in it, but I think this could be creating a rivalry situation. What do you think?
I absolutely think it is creating a rivalry situation because, we started talking smack going into Cleveland.
A couple of weeks ago, yeah.
And and then also too, I think deep down, even though the media thinks he will play with LeBron, I don't think he wants to.
And
like you said, depending on how this season goes, he might resign with Golden State and just keep
very
rocking.
Very possible. But let me tell you something else. He knows LeBron is not going to sit idle. He knows LeBron is going to put a team around him, and maybe he's trying to throw seeds at other players like don't go there, and it sounds a little like hating.
Like
Jalen Rose said he was hating, and so did Chris Broussard say Durant sounds a little jealous.
Yeah, I mean,
because of all the attention LeBron gets.
Right, and also too, even though it was unfair, I mean, it wasn't fair, balanced rivalry. He did beat LeBron twice, so he kind of feels.
It don't count.
He kind of feels like
it don't count. It don't count when you go get your big brother and beat me up, and now you're gonna say you beat me up.
Dude,
twice.
a lot of titles that a lot of teams in the NBA have won are not fair.
No, but I'm saying when you try to make it, you won the titles, but when you try to make it seem like you bettered LeBron, and LeBron has statistic numbers better than you in all of those series, I think it's a little shaded and jaded. I think LeBron is a better player than Kevin Durant, hands down.
Yeah, I can agree with
Kevin
that.
Durant is a better scorer.
I can agree with that.
LeBron's a better passer, better rebounder, and better defender.
I put him in my top 5 starting lineup.
Okay, I'm just saying. So let's be clear.
But
and off the field, LeBron is untouchable.
Okay. All right, that one is a little bit tainted.
Why?
Because don't act like LeBron. I mean, don't act like Kevin Durant doesn't do anything on the field.
He does. But does he do what LeBron does?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
Let's get into culture a little bit here.
Yeah, let's get into culture. So X dropped a new album on Friday. It's called Skins.
Let's clap that up. Dope album. We sat and we rocked.
Yeah, we sat there, we rocked there in the studio. A lot of people feel like it was a lot of what do you call it? Skits.
Yeah, a couple of the songs were a minute and change.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I can understand why people felt like it was too short. Mm-hmm. But you gotta also understand, if you go back and listen to his other 2 albums before this one, they're only like,
so it's the same formula.
Minutes, 18 minutes.
Right. So that's his thing.
That's his thing.
So he didn't deviate even in his passing.
Right.
Whoever was putting the album together stuck to his formula.
Right, and some people also did say that some of the songs did sound unfinished. That could be possible.
Very possible because of the fact that he passed away untimely.
Right.
Yeah. Only one who had 300 songs completed was Tupac. Which is we'll save that conspiracy theory for another day.
So what did you? I just want to hear your thoughts on the album.
I thought it was very good. I thought it didn't box him in. Every song was different.
Right.
I thought it had a little rock, a little pop, a little hip hop, a little jazz.
Right. Everything in between. Right.
Everything in between. And I thought it spoke to his creativity.
His creativity in this generation. He left a big impact, and we still rocking to his music.
Absolutely.
You know.
So
congratulations on to X for the album. The Grammys kind of they did snub him in the nominations.
Okay.
They had their reasons. I just didn't really feel like it was a strong, definitive reason
for them to snub him.
Yeah, because it came out. He had about maybe 2 albums in 2018 that came out.
Right, and then at least one of them should have been nominated.
Right. So
for something. Speaking of nominations, this year's nominees.
Yeah, for the Grammys.
For the Grammys
2019. So we had the first category, Record of the Year, with I Like It with Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was The Joke from...
Well, there's so many songs here.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go through all of them.
America.
But Song of the Year...
God's Plan from Drake. This is America from Childish Gambino. Mm-hmm. Lady Gaga.
Those are songs of the year?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
God's Plan, right? Boot Up.
Right.
Okay, Boot Up, okay.
All the Stars with Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA.
Oh man, that's hot off the Black Panther soundtrack.
Rockstar with Post Malone featuring 21 Savage.
Mm-hmm.
The Middle, that was a pop song, and you got any more?
Best Pop Solo Performance. Okay. I'm just looking through some of the.
You're just looking through some. Yeah. So the best album. Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna skip that. Scorpion with Drake.
Okay.
Her, her.
Yes.
And then Bear Pong's and Bentley, Post Malone, great album.
Oh yeah. So best R&B performance, Toni Braxton. The Summer. by the Carters, Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Okay.
Okay, so we got some nice nominees. Best R&B Song, Boot Up, Come Through and Chill.
Right.
Feels Like Summer. That's Childish Gambino.
Right.
Yeah, so you have some very good...
Yeah, we got a lot of cats. I think they're getting a little bit better and better as times go on with the Grammy nominations, because they used to be a lot like...
Best Rap Song, did you do that?
No, I didn't do that.
God's Plan.
Right.
King's Dead by Kendrick and them.
Okay.
Off the soundtrack.
Right.
Sicko Mode.
Travis Scott.
Best Rap Album, and you did that, right?
Yeah, I did that one.
Okay, so let's clap that up for all of the nominees. You know?
Like I said, I think little by little they're getting better with it, because they were starting
to be a little biased.
Yeah, and then they didn't know how to like categorize certain albums and certain songs. Like when Drake dropped More Light, they put that as a rap album instead, and that was a complete like
yes. But I guess because he is a rapper,
right? They just assumed
We have bad news. Cardi and Offset break up.
Yeah, I don't care at all. Like this isn't.
But there are fans out there who do.
But also, I get the. But
it could be a publicity stunt.
The mainstay.
He has an album coming out.
Yeah, but he did cheat on her about 4 times.
Yeah. Facts.
And while they were together too.
Facts. So
But also, I'm 24. I'm with my crew Migos. You're 24. You're popping. Technically, this whole relationship shouldn't have even gone this far.
Thank you.
But because
Eli giving relationship.
But because she was pregnant, you like, man, let's give it a try. Mind you, I have 5 kids with 5 different females.
He already got 5 kids.
Yeah. Ouch. So then he was trying to be like, you know what? Maybe number 6 is the lucky one.
Right.
And dude, this was supposed to be like a cool little thing,
hang out
moment, and then we gotta just go our separate ways.
Well,
like you can't even
Kevin Hart turns down.
He couldn't even get his full face.
Oh my God, where's his head? We think that's Kevin Hart. We need Malcolm here. See, this is the associate producer.
I like this.
He asking me to do things. Anyway, whoever that dude is, we think it's Kevin Hart. He turned down the Oscars because of some statements he made. What do you think about that?
I think that was completely outrageous and petty on the Oscars part and a little bit of social media.
Well, it wasn't the Oscars. They wanted him to do it.
Right. But the
LGBT community.
I understand it. Don't get me wrong. I respect the LGBT community, but this was from 9 years ago.
Right. And he's a comedian.
And I'm a comedian. I can joke. They joke about a lot of things.
Right.
They've said some crazy stuff about disabled kids. Yes. I still laugh at it because it's funny.
Right, absolutely.
And I have a sense of humor.
Yeah, sense of humor. Absolutely.
And I understand it. But first of all, why are you guys looking up stuff from way back? Like, where did you find these things at?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Everybody who's a social media guru has way too much time to be finding way too much stuff.
Yeah. And a lot of times, people are just looking to make it, get attention for certain things. And we've all said things that we regret.
Absolutely.
And he apologized.
And he even said, I've evolved since 9 years. And
give me a chance to grow.
And I was in an argument with somebody and it just bled out.
Right. So we wish him the best.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
All right, time for our picks.
Yeah.
For week 15, we have the actual paper here. All of these picks.
There's some more games that just couldn't fit.
Just couldn't fit on the scene, but you can bring up the paper. I am winning 130 to 120.
Yeah, I had a bad week.
You had a bad week?
I had 3 games that my 3 teams should have won. They ended up losing in the last minute. I don't know what happened.
Right.
But
and you're running out of time.
I'm running out of time. I got 3 more weeks left.
3 more weeks.
I'm running down by 10. I'm not trying to get this haircut, guys.
And I want you to keep your hair like that because I want it to be nice and fully defined when we get to George Jefferson haircut. And clap that up. Now, but it ain't over.
It's not over yet, man.
You can make a power move.
It's not over. I'm really supposed to be beat down by like 5 or 4 and being in comfortably. But
you can make a power move here. But I need you to think.
Oh, you got enough.
Don't be making these emotional picks.
My picks are never emotional. I've had great teams that should be winning,
but now
and then they keep just.
But now,
man,
the pressure's on. Now you got to loosen your collar a little bit.
Okay, here's the thing now. The pressure's been on since like week 10.
But now it's becoming a reality.
Whatever, man.
Right? So let's start with Thursday's game. We got the Chargers and Chiefs. This is a big one.
Yep.
Who you got?
I got the Chargers. I had the Chargers 3 weeks ago. I'm still rocking with them.
You gonna rock with the Chargers in this one? I'll take the Chiefs. Make it interesting coming out the gate. They're in Arrowhead. I believe that's a big game. We got the Texans versus the Jets. The Texans need to get back on point here.
Texans and the Patriots are tied for the second spot. But I got the Texans.
Okay, I too will take the Texans in this game.
I'm just letting y'all know that it's a tight race.
Yeah. Browns and Broncos. The Broncos are technically still alive. The Browns have won 2 straight games. They're in the Mile High City.
I'm taking the Broncos. I'm not messing
with this. Take the Broncos.
I'm not messing with this.
I think I'll ride the Browns into a 3-game winning streak because they need to give their fans something to look forward to for next year. Packers and Bears. If the Packers win out, they're in. Aaron Rodgers thinks he can win every game. But they're in Chicago.
I got the Bears. They came off big last night.
You got the Bears. I'm going to take the Packers. I'm going to go against the Packers.
And the Bears should have won that first meeting, too.
We're going to see. Lions versus the Bills. Lions, Bills. Does this game even matter?
I don't know. Who you got, man?
I'll take the Bills since they're in Buffalo.
All right, give me the Lions. I'll gamble on them.
You got gamble on the Lions?
They won last week.
Buccaneers at the Ravens. Ravens been playing pretty good.
I'll take the Ravens.
Yeah, they're in. I'll take the Ravens too. They're in Baltimore for this one, so I will take them as well. Cardinals at the Falcons.
That one.
I'm gonna take the Falcons since they're in Atlanta.
Give me the Falcons too.
All right. Raiders at the Bengals. Raiders.
Who you got?
I'm going to take the Bengals because I think the Raiders are trying to flop. Yeah. I don't even think they wanted to win.
Yeah. I'll take the Bengals too. I'll take the Bengals.
All right. Titans at the Giants. I'm going to take the Giants just because they seem to be rolling.
Give me the Titans.
Okay. All right. Dolphins, Vikings. Dolphins coming off an emotional win.
Vikings. I don't even want to talk about the Dolphins.
I too will take the Vikings. Redskins at the Jaguars. Does this even matter? But they're in.
What you got?
I'll take the Jaguars.
All right, give me the Redskins. Don't gamble with that.
All right, you gamble with that. Cowboys at the Colts. Cowboys on a 5-game winning streak. Colts have been playing well. They're in Indianapolis.
They beat the Texans. Give me the Cowboys.
You want to take the Cowboys?
Give me the Cowboys.
I'll take the Colts in that one.
Oh, man, I'm about to come back into this game.
Seahawks versus 49ers. Division rival.
Seahawks.
Okay. Seahawks. You're not even going to play with that, right? Me too. Seahawks. Patriots at the Steelers.
Patriots.
Okay.
Still rock with my team.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going to be funny with that. Eagles at the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams. You going to go against the Rams? In LA? After a loss? They need the division. This is so the division up.
No, they already did that.
I mean, this is so up the #1 seed.
Yeah. All right, give me the Eagles.
Eagles?
No, Rams. My bad. I thought you said the Eagles. My bad.
And Monday night game is the Saints versus the Panthers.
Saints
for me too. And that will conclude Week 15's games.
Wait, how many? Wait, you gotta count.
Oh, gotta count how many we had.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think only 7. Yeah.
Okay, 7 games. If you go 5-2, you cut into the lead.
By how much?
You go 6-1, you get some moves.
Yeah.
Right, you got to go at least 5-2.
5-2 or 6-1.
5-2
or 7-0. I go.
Yeah, you go 7-0. You back in.
I'm back in this. I'm back in this.
So where can we be reached?
We can be reached on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, iTunes, Snapchat. Follow me on YouTube. All at the WATE podcast. If I'm missing one, Dad, help me out. Am I missing one?
Nope, that sounds like it's all.
Yeah, follow me at the WATE podcast, all one word, and I will see you guys next week. I'm your host, Eli.
Tune in next week for more music, sports, video games, and culture. We are out of here.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The WATE, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.